This is my review of My Hero Academia, Chapter 245, Rise to Action. And just thank you, freaking God, Endeavor. You were not an idiot. You got that he was trying to tell you something. He literally could not be more obvious about it. I mean, I wouldn't definitely have gotten the code message thing at first, but still. I mean, he's literally looking at him like, read it, please. And then he starts handing out copies to everyone else, which, as he later describes it, is spreading the scripture to the next generation, which I just love. It's a perfect excuse to, warn people about what's coming while at the same time making it look like he's trying to indoctrinate them. Just a great move right there for him. Again, he just keeps going more and more obvious. You have to know which way the wind's blowing. And when Dory says, the gospel, he's like, yes, it is the gospel! And he's like, I'm recommending it to all my friends across the country. Their ideals are going to be real big moving forward. Just Jesus Christ. I mean, honestly, if I was just watching him at this point, from the hidden cameras all over his body, I would definitely be thinking, there's something off here. I wonder if he's a spy. Then we actually see the Endeavor Agency, and gotta admit, this was not what I was expecting, honestly. I mean, all of his sidekicks are so pumped up and fired. I just feel like they would get on Endeavor's nerves. People so much like him would annoy him, like Bakugo. But, they all have a lot of respect for him, so I guess that makes sense. We also met Burnin, a famous sidekick of Endeavor's, who is interesting. Her hair seems to be on fire. I'm sure she's going to have a big role in the story moving forward, or maybe she's going to get murdered. One of those. As it's the number one hero agency, they have 30 sidekicks and handle 100 requests every day. And you just gotta love Bakugo here. Fun, so we gotta try to beat the pros their own game. Bingo! I just love that moment. I mean, despite all this, I feel like Bakugo, belongs here in a way. I mean, he just reacts so well with all the sidekicks, and, he matches them tit for tat, and I really like that. Also, another little interesting tidbit about the sorts of requests they handle every day. It says, from emergencies to escort missions to special events. I kind of just love the thought of a hero on an escort mission. That just kind of amuses me. Like the Prime Minister of Japan is in town, All Might has to follow him around, making sure no one tries to kill him or something. It's something I don't think we've ever seen in this series, but I would love to see. That would be pretty hilarious. So Endeavor is in his office reading the book, and thankfully he is not an idiot. He's able to realize, wait a minute, Hawks has been playing the fool only in front of me. And today, when he was all serious, that wasn't like him. Then he's looking through the highlight section, and he realized a second word. When he said that was his second recommendation, he meant to read every second word in all the highlighted paragraphs. And together they form a message, which, good on him, I gotta say. I personally would not have caught that quite so quickly. I kind of dense sometimes, honestly. Anyway, the big message is, opponent is Meta Liberation Army, League hijacked, over 100 members, over 100,000 members strong. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's pretty freaking terrifying, honestly. And obviously Hawks can just, come out and say it because he's covered in recording and video devices and all that, try to get dirt on the other heroes. It actually annoyed they had to have Endeavor read his face, which, fair enough. Anyway, then we see the Council, which is disturbing, this pitch black room. Endeavor and Hawks on about how he's spreading the good word about the liberation ideology, or you can also look at it, he's warning people about the Liberation Army about to commit mass genocide or something crazy. And then they're all watching the footage that Hawks managed to record, and they're kind of amused that Midoriya was there yet again. And of course, Dabi has to make a comment. Looking down as little brother, maybe? Maybe? I'm still saying it's his little brother. I'm saying that this is going to be the big twist big twist in the series at least, where Dabi turns out to be the son of number one hero, the brother of Shoto Todoroki, and with his reveal comes the whole, story. Endeavor literally bought a woman, forcibly impregnated her multiple times, and then tortured her children, and now he's the number one hero in the world, or at least in Japan. So much wrong with that, and when people find out, they are going to freaking riot in the streets. Death of all hero society completely. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, so then Hawks leaves, and as it turns out, he can hear things using his wings from far away, which, that's impressive. And what they're talking about now is also the last thing he put in the message to Endeavor. 4 months from now, destruction for all. Yep. So destruction for all, like one for all, or all for one. Nope, destruction for all. Apparently in 4 months he's going to obtain some sort of power. Maybe he's going to somehow break All for One out of Tartarus and get transferred all of his powers right at once, because he has made a lot of comments about how, oh, that quirk wouldn't be a good fit for him. So maybe this was his big plan all along, or maybe the scientist has something planned, like some kind of injection or something that's going to boost his skills and strength. Maybe All for One already passed on his quirk to the scientist. Now the scientist can pass on a whole bunch of other quirks to Tomura so that he can, I don't know, just destroy all of Japan, murder millions of people. It's going to be a dark series of events, I can tell you that. And to me, this just screams, we're in the end game. I mean, we're in the prelude to the end game. This is the pre-end game. They're all going to have to get set up. They're all going to do their final moments here because the big battle is coming in just 4 months. Now, quite frankly, there is a lot they can do with 4 months of material. I mean, they could literally do like a whole arc for every week. Like, oh, this is what happened this week. It's 30 chapters. That's what happened next week. That's 30 chapters. I mean, the events in this series have usually only taken place over like a day or two with a few time skips. So they would have no problem, you know. I mean, it's 4 months, 120 days. They could very easily do 120 chapters, just a single day for each chapter, even more than that without any problem. But yeah, so Deku has 4 months to obtain complete control over One for All and all his new quirks, which, that's been problematic. That's going to be really problematic. Of course, it might be this destruction for all thing in 4 months isn't the end game event, but the start of it. Like, he uses his quirk and, like, obliterates half of Japan, or kills millions of people, whatever, and then they're, like, living in a society in which he has complete control. He's essentially a dictator, and they have to work through the underground, try to take him out over the span of many months or even years. I'm not sure if that's what they'd end up doing, but that'd be pretty interesting. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What is this big power they're going to have, and does the series really only have 4 months left of material? Be sure to like, subscribe. Until next time.
Peace.